Welcome everybody to the quantum frequency for divination. I am the Divine Mystic. Today I'm going to be doing an introductory video for you. I have all of my cards laid out here. I want to introduce you to who I am as a tarot card reader. And I also just want to talk a little bit about this project, what I'm doing professionally, that sort of thing, just to kind of give you guys an idea. So just to start, I use this Spiral Tarot. Just want to show you that strength is on the box. That's me. I'm the Leo. I just want to show you as well, temperance is on the back. I'm not a Sagittarius, I assure you. And I just want to point out kind of the color. So the box is sort of purple, has this like cloudy, violet sort of aura to them. The back of the cards are blue and gold with the spiral symbol. So just kind of talking about tarot cards and how these were sort of meant for me. The day that I had gone to this little store to buy them, I had actually inadvertently worn a dress of the same color, which was kind of cool and really sort of affirmed that for me, this deck was made for me. The deck is by, what's her name? Kay Stevenson. And initially when I had bought this, there was a little book in there that kind of explained that she had started reading playing cards. That was something that I had connected with because in terms of my divination journey, it was playing cards that I had sort of started in as well, which gave me a different perspective of the tarot cards for sure. So just one thing I want to let people know that I'm not accepting any gifts, payments, or donations for my readings. I do have a couple different reasons for that, but mainly this isn't necessarily what I do professionally. This is something that I enjoy doing, and I truly believe that the messages within this are universal. I myself am accepting my oneness with the collective, and am therefore doing these readings for the collective as a whole. So professionally, I'm an architectural designer. This is what I do. So I've recently taken kind of a step out into the world for independence. So I'm able to use my intuition in that aspect as well. How I kind of describe that is as I go on and I design a form and a structure and a house and, you know, whatever building it is that I'm kind of looking at, it's almost as if I'm conducting a card reading on the building itself. You know, because certainly, buildings have memories. You know, kind of see that in the Four of Pentacles. I always see him as sitting in the building, maybe just because the window is here as well. But yes, you know, and his feet firmly planted on the pentacles on the ground. Buildings do have memories. So as I kind of go through that and I look at that and I'm thinking, okay, well, I see this room and I see how this person's going to place their objects. And this person's going to use this room for this reason, and you know, so on and so forth. I've worked with a lot of developers in the past, so sometimes it's not necessarily for them that I'm seeing it for, it's the end user, whoever's the one purchasing these houses. So if that's something that you want to consider, I'm going to leave some contact information down below in terms of how you can get in touch with me and how I can provide that service for you. I myself have actually modeled up where it is that I want to be working. As you can see, this area I'm working on the kitchen counter right now, and it's certainly not the most of ideal circumstances, but I am starting this project from the ground up, you know, and certainly there's only room to improve here. So the more I go, the better I will be. So the other thing that I am doing currently on a professional level that's really, really exciting for me is I'm actually writing my first novel. So I do have a couple writing projects on the go, but no, certainly the novel is the most exciting thing now. And again, it's an intuitive novel where everything that I'm including in this book has really been an amalgamation of things that I've dreamt about, things that I've experienced in my waking day life, and how I've kind of accumulated that into my imagination. And it certainly sort of speaks to the ascension of a soul, so the soul's journey. It's the journey that we're all on. Now, I'm really, really excited because I'm about 12.5% of the way done towards the goal in terms of, you know, how big I want this book to be. And, and as I go, I certainly hope to engage you as my audience and maybe some readings, that sort of thing. Because certainly I don't want this channel to focus solely on tarot cards. Um, and the reason for that. So just to kind of say, when I first started reading tarot cards, it was kind of out of this Five of Cups energy. Now, in this deck, it's a little bit different, but I think the message is still kind of the same. So what I really see here is a person in anxiety, stress. It's certainly a card of mental health for me, and I can relate to this. Because certainly as I look forward to the future, hoping that it's just going to be bright, hoping that I can use that to sort of weather the storm, get through this, know that there's brightness coming for me. And I just got to say that is the wrong way to approach it. Like we can look forward to this without divination. So certainly, as I grew, my anxieties began to release. And again, this is where I think I've come to a point in my journey where I can let that go and accept that I am one with the collective. So the divine mystic and the person who brings this to you are not two and the same. We're separate. Okay, so where I started reading cards. So, like I said, this is really where I'm going to introduce not only me but my cards. So, I had this all written out in which way I wanted to go with this. But let me just say that it sounded too rehearsed. So if I'm sounding a little unrehearsed, that's why. So I'm just going to pull some cards out. Let's pull some cards out here. Okay. So I'm going to start here. So the cards that I have chosen for you are the Princess of Cups, the Knight of Cups. I've chosen to reverse him, and the Princess of Wands. So this is kind of the point in my life in which I started sort of reading cards. So starting out, I was fairly young. I have been doing this for about half of my life now. Okay, so very young, very emotional. I had a lot of emotional baggage that I was kind of carrying around with me throughout my life journey at this point. And I met this wonderful Knight of Wands here. Look how bright he is. Look how glowing he is. He's on his journey. He's going somewhere, and he is just everything that you think you want. However, he's a little upside down. A little bit messed up in his life. And essentially what he kind of did for me was like, wait a minute, look at you here. Like, you're just sitting in all of your emotions. See these two dolphins? Like, what are you, a Pisces? Pisces, just kidding. I do love my Pisces. So he turned around and said to me, hey, look, see this wand? See this wand here? Can you just like do something with that? Because I can't really handle all your emotions. And that's exactly what I did. I love this one here. Use this wand, kind of embrace my creative spirit, and really use my imagination and kind of develop all the things creatively that I love, tarot cards being one of them. Other things, of course, being art, writing, all things that have really inspired me. So, as most young relationships go, you don't necessarily, it's this person was a soulmate to me, and I just want to be clear about this, but at the same time too, did cause me a lot of stress. So I've chosen the Death card, because you know what, sometimes it is literal. The Three of Swords certainly depicts kind of a heartbreak, and the Nine of Swords, where it's oh, she dropped. So just a little tough to get over. In this Three of Swords, we see, the couple walking away from the light and the storm and the heartbreak. And there was a lot of that, but again, mostly because it was just simply, I didn't recognize that my night was just reversed. I gave it more than it should have been. So walking out of this, let me tell you, there are times where I felt like the Five of Swords. There's times where I felt like the victim, and there's times where I felt like the aggressor. I just became that person who was so stuck in a negative way into life, and what this did for me was create this Four of Cups energy when it came to my personal relationships. So what I mean by that, is, look, we all want the Ace of Cups, right? We all want love. We all want happiness. We all want everything, and if we can't get that, if we're sitting here waiting for it to come, and it's not coming, well, what are we going to do? We're going to focus on these 3 cups down here. And what are these 3 cups? A bunch of yahoos. good yahoos for the most part, but certainly still a group of yahoos, And you have a hard time kind of committing to that. So, and if you're stuck in this Five of Swords energy where nothing can go right, nothing you can say or do is ever going to be satisfactory, well, it's time to take some action. So you embrace the energy of the Princess of Cups, or Princess of Pentacles, excuse me. Look at this golden opportunity she's holding in her hand. And what is that opportunity? That opportunity is for you to build the career that you want, the career that's going to bring you success, fulfillment, all these wonderful things. Okay, and that's exactly what I did find in architecture. Okay, because architecture for me is truly my passion. It had been something that was really, I was born into it in a sense. We've always been building, always doing projects, this sort of thing. So you go onto that path. Okay, you're building this reality that you like. Okay. And then you meet Mr. Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is a very romantic person. But is he the best match for the Queen of Wands? They certainly have different outlooks, different ambitions, different realities, different realities. And now, and you're saying to yourself, okay, well, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the Ace of Cups. But no, this relationship, just a bunch of yahoos. You're in it with a yahoo. As much as you love that person, because the Knight of Cups is very, very lovable. Very, very lovable. And to the right person, to his Queen of Cups, he's everything to her, but he's not to the Queen of Wands. Again, life has a funny way of, if it's not right for you, ensuring that you do go for what's right with you. Okay. Especially if you're just sitting here working your ass off, and it's challenging, it's hard. Excuse me. But yeah, just working hard, but you're like not really getting anywhere in the Ten of Wands. It's like, and certainly sometimes in a relationship like this, you feel like you're the only one putting in the real effort. You're going to be the one to find that success, and you're going to bring that Knight of Cups to success. And he's not necessarily hauling the way that you are. So, now I kind of told you guys too, what, that I've taken kind of a step out towards independence. what was that step? Why did I take that step? Why would I leave a good career that was getting me places, a relationship with someone that loved me, and someone that I love too. So why leave it all behind? Well, here comes the emperor. So first off, let me just say this. A minute ago, everything that I just kind of told you about my personal relationships, I was playing in the minor leagues, okay? And now it's time to step up to the majors. But you see the emperor, you see what he's like there. He's a little bit domineering, extremely ambitious, far more ambitious than the Knight of Cups. And you know what? The Empress, she kind of likes that. She's like, wait a minute, I'm not the Queen of Wands anymore. I'm ready to step up and be the Empress. Like, I've grown from the Princess of Wands into the Queen of Wands, and I'm going, and I did damn good at that. But wait a minute, whoa, there's so much more out there for me. So much more out there for me. So the reason why I'm kind of going so far into this relationship is I just kind of want to let you guys know this is my twin flame. And this has opened me up to a whole new journey. It's a twin flame journey. So let me tell you just a little bit about these two. So, well, first off, they don't speak the same language. In the cards, they might, but in reality, we really don't speak the same language, which kind of made things challenging. Another challenging thing was that he lived, so many hours away. But this was so strong. It's like the Emperor, the Empress was there. I told the lovers a minute ago that I just want to throw the sun on this. I want to put the world on this. The Nine of Cups sitting on the top over here. Like, this was like, whoa, wait a minute here. What is this? And it was like all of a sudden I'm the hangman, but it's like I am reversed, right? I had no time to think about it. It was like, it's now or never. What do you want? So I took that step out of all of the security that I had built for myself, all of it. And said, I'm going to pack everything in a box and I'm going to move to this place. But look, it's like this. Okay. I'm bringing it up. It's like, I'm not afraid of the change. Sometimes death does mean change. Burn on the tower, baby. Like, come on, let's go. Let's destroy everything. Destroy everything that I had built. And I hate to use the word destruction, because really my bigger picture has not changed. The things that I want in life are still the same. The things that I do really haven't changed in any way. What's changed is the scenery. Like, what was holding me back in that relationship with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups, because it wasn't just him, it was him and his friends, and it was this and it was that. And being on the grind, being in the hamster wheel, that kind of was like, well, no, like, look, it's like the star called out to me, okay, and said, follow your way home. Okay. And truthfully, I had never understood the star until this point. I mean, I understood, okay, hope, faith, wishes fulfilled, this sort of thing. Like, I understood the meaning of the card, but to actually understand when it calls to you in the deepest element of your soul to realize destiny is calling your name. Destiny wants you to come forth, and in a twin flame type relationship, that's exactly what it is. Destiny is calling you forth. Okay. Now, for most of you that are aware, the twin flame journey is really about going into the depths of yourself to kind of work with some of the issues that you have in the past. And that's where the Devil comes in. So I want to pull this with the lovers as well. So in this deck, it's depicting kind of the fear of, first off, you don't necessarily want to see what you don't like about yourself. But in the Rider-Waite deck, the imagery is just a little bit better because it has the two people that are tied in bondage to him. and that sort of thing, but what we don't realize is that it's the same two people in the Lovers and the Devil, so and look, the devil wants to ascend too, and it, God gives you fear so that you know him and will only ever reveal his messengers, so he wants you to look at what you fear, what's holding you back, so that you may release yourself, and that you may release yourself into the hands of the lovers. Because again, God gives you love so that you know him. Okay, now if I had to sum up the twin flame journey, I'd say it's like this, okay? Look, the Hermit has the Star, okay? It is a journey. It is a self journey, okay? But it's like, look, come with me. I have a story to tell you. Okay, here's a chariot. Get on your chariot. Follow the star, excuse me. You have the strength to do it. Let's go. Let's go figure out what this all is about. So currently, as it stands, this all sounds wonderful, but I'm still waiting for the judgment, for the resolution of this. So this twin flame journey was a journey that I had to do on my own. I had to realize that, well, first off, I had to let go of my Knight of Cups, which was a very difficult, very, very difficult decision, one in which that I had to weigh against my heart against the feather. Okay, make a fair decision. Do it, I'm not out to hurt that person. That person didn't hurt me. As it just kind of happened, though, there was just a little bit of magic in the air that I had to pursue. I'm going to leave them there, So, yeah, currently, like I said, I'm waiting for the judgment and I'm waiting for the resolution of my twin flame journey. But this is a lifelong journey. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for this journey because I've learned my value out of this. I've learned my worth. I have really learned what I'm capable of in the Magician. This has provided me with an opportunity to reconnect to my spirituality, reconnect to my true being, the sun. We are beings of light, which is why I kind of picked the sun on that one. So, yeah, this is why, again, I feel the need to share with all of you. So, being part of the Twin Flame community, I'm going to be doing some Twin Flame readings. The first reading that I'm doing after I'm done with this is going to be a twin flame reading. I'm so excited. I don't read these cards for myself. Again, this is part of my, I am being one with the collective. So I'm really excited to see the outcome and see what potential opportunities we all have there. But yeah, and I just want to say that, so I had really kind of back into that Five of Cups energy. Again, at some point I had really become so anxious with card readings that I had to put them away. I got rid of my cards. I swore them off. I use an online app, but other than that, I really did not think that tarot cards would be coming back into my life. But through this journey, through this twin flame connection, and by the way, he's really cute, this Emperor. But through this twin flame connection, it's really, it's reconnected me. I found purpose. I found a purpose in these cards. And it's to spread messages of love, messages of positivity, all these sort of things that are coming about for me through these changes. Because it's like, look, when I brought on the challenges of change, when I brought on death and said, okay, I initiated this process, well, I started turning the wheel. New outcomes, just new people. I'm in a completely different place. I've been here before. I just want to kind of, on that note, I just wanted to bring in, so I talked about my soulmate in the beginning, not necessarily to bring up, that deep into the past, but had it have not been for that soulmate experience, this never would have been a connection. never would have been a connection, you know, because really what my Emperor did, I'm just going to take the King of Wands because it's on top. So what my Emperor did was like, okay, look, remember the Knight of Wands, how he was all reversed? He was kind of messed up. Well, look, he provided me an opportunity of being, I'm going to call it the upright, essentially, right? Where it's like, look, everything that you thought that you lost, that you couldn't have, that broke your heart, that kind of set you on this path, well, now it's possible. Now it's here, and now it's arrived. And actually, maybe it's a good thing that I brought up the King, because it's like, well, now it's matured. Now you're matured, and you can really consider this type of love. And it's like, look, the soul has its journey. The soul has its plan. Like, certain things are kind of written out for you. And if you are a twin flame, then that is already sort of set in stone for you. Okay, so lastly, I guess I just want to kind of mention here that I see a lot of people coming to my channel who don't necessarily read tarot cards. I see a lot of people who are going to follow this because if you follow tarot cards and you enjoy the messages. Part of you are just kind of looking for your answers as well, too. On that regard, though, again, accept that you are one with the collective, and therein you shall find your answers. Also why I'm not doing personal readings. But I see a lot of business readings coming out of this project. I don't know if it's my business aptitude that's going to attract it. Anyways, a lot of business, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people who aren't intuitive, who don't necessarily pursue this. This is new. This is part of your awakening. Yeah, so again, I'm going to leave some contact information below. I might update this video at some point. I don't know. But for now, this is my introductory video. Again, I am the Divine Mystic. Please enjoy your journey. Bye.